keeps happening between me and my boss. It keeps repeating the same thing again and again and again and again. That's how you know, oh, there is some karma being created in that example. And the other example where you just withdrew, you didn't give it too much attention, you didn't take doership, you didn't assume doership or experiencership. That just fizzles away, that does not leave any trace. And when that doesn't leave a trace, you will not see it repeat. So many things you must have realized like that in your life, right? So you have the skill. I am not telling you anything that you don't know or something that you don't have. You have it. But you just need to nurture that skill, hone that skill. Yeah? We all have talents, and those talents are like unskilled level, very quiet, dormant, and then we decide that, okay, I am going to work on this, and then you really hone that skill and see you become so skillful in that. And then you look back 10 years ago, oh, I didn't have this skill 10 years ago, but see, now I do. Has happened with you? It's exactly the same thing. Yeah? Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana is a skill to be honed. Let me work on it. Clear? You will get there. Have patience with yourself. I have patience with you. Do you have patience with yourself? Yes. If you do, then immerse yourself into knowledge. Immerse yourself. It will not happen by one hour session once a week. No. You cannot become a doctor by reading one page once a week. You'll never get there. Yeah? You have to immerse yourself. Come what may. Yeah? There's a beautiful session actually that is beginning tomorrow. It's called Adhyasa Drishti. It was given by Adi Shankaracharya. So you can begin there. Those who have not started any weekly knowledge sessions, start that tomorrow. Yeah? Radhika here is going to be also hosting one more Adhyasa Drishti starting on Sunday next week. So you can join that also, whichever works for you. Yeah? Monday or Sunday. So see that you immerse yourself into Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana and you see what the sage sees. Yeah? No point memorizing the verses. Clear? Okay. Now we move into little sensitive area. The sensitive area is nothing but karma. Yeah? And it pokes. Who does it poke? It pokes the ego. And what is the ego? The witness consciousness that has forgotten it is the witness consciousness and now is pretending to be this waker. That pretentious witness consciousness is equal to the ego, and that is the one that gets poked. Yeah, so it's a little sensitive. Yeah, verse 3 and 4 go into these sensitive areas where the witness is going to get poked. So let's read verse 3 and voluntarily, willingly get poked. Happily get poked. Yeah? Because we want that ego to let go of the fake belief in being the waker. No? So it needs to be poked. Yeah. So let's see what verse 3 says. Asurya nama te loka andhena tamasavrataha tansate pretya bigachanti ye ke chatmano janaha. To lightless realms. Lightless means there's no light there. To lightless realms, veiled in blind darkness, go those people or go those who betray their own self. Yeah, by letting go of your true identity of being the witness, what are you doing? You're betraying your own self. You're faking to be this waker body-mind person. Yeah. So you are betraying your own self. And therefore that part of consciousness goes to lightless realms, veiled in blind darkness. It's poetry. Yeah? It's a poetic way of saying that one who does not recognize that sacred nothingness in action. Oh, this body-mind person speaking, talking about Advaita Vedanta and all, has got nothing to do with me. I, the witness, remain at a distance from this waker Ekta. I am not speaking eloquently. I am not the one that is who has all this knowledge. I am just the silent, empty background. I never get fooled that I am Ekta. Hence, I never take the doership of teaching this knowledge. And hence, I don't accrue any karma. It's very simple. What needs to happen through the waker is anyway going to happen. It has already been projected. The entire script has already been projected. That projection will naturally manifest. I cannot stop it from being manifested. Yeah. So some people have this fear that, oh, if I try to dissociate from the waker and stand as the witness, then this waker will fail. No, that failure or that success is also a projection. And you are not supporting the waker in any ways. Yeah? Whatever is happening in the waker and waker's world is like, you know how a machine goes perfectly, all the nuts and bolts are fitting in and the machine is rotating perfectly without any external support. That is what is the waker and the waking world. You just get out of the way, you will see when you don't interfere, the machinery runs. Wow. How many times have you felt, oh, I didn't do this, it just happened? How many times have you said this? What happened in that moment? You had naturally dissociated from the waker and waking world machinery, and that was working perfectly, smoothly. Yeah? And suddenly you see, oh, it's all happening. I didn't do anything. Yeah, because naturally you had gone back to yourself, the witnessing consciousness. Yeah, but again you get into that ego, that feeling, no, I am, because of me this is happening, and there you become one with the waker. And all your pretense begins again. See, if I had not done this, this would not happen. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. All that doership, experiencership stories. Yeah, so it is a poetic way of teaching you that you're going to go to a lightless realm, and this has been translated as you will go to hell, you will burn in fire. Nothing like that is going to happen, okay? Yeah, all the Advaitam path comes up with all these wonderful stories. There is no hell that can be experienced later, elsewhere. Your hell is here, right now. Do you recognize when you withdraw from the waker, you are at peace. What is happening, let it happen. It's not got anything to do with me. But the moment you become the waker, then you're like, oh, I have to make this happen. What if this doesn't happen? This will happen. Oh no, that will happen. This should not happen. Oh, this is suffering itself. Your blood pressure is going up. Your heartbeat is going up. Then you're diagnosed with n number of problems, stress related. You're doing it to yourself. Your hell is here. There is no hell elsewhere. You're not going to be burnt in a pot of oil, fried like a potato. No. And those are very cute stories, but those were for children. I think we all have grown up, hopefully, all adults here. Yeah, there is nothing like a heaven or hell out there. No gods and no demons. You yourself are God, and you only become a demon for yourself. You only torture yourself. You have to have one little belief that, oh, my heart is not fine. My heart is not fine. No, something is wrong. Say I'm palpitating. I have anxiety. I need to go to the cardiovascular physician. You go to him and he says, everything is fine. ECG is perfect. Don't worry. Again, you start, no, it is not fine. He's not a good doctor. I'll go to another one. And you keep doing it to yourself. Do you see it? Sleepless nights. The doctor's already given you clean chit. No, something is wrong. Yeah. This is your hell. This is your hell. This is that lightless realm. Do you get what he's trying to convey? The sage is saying that your dukkha is here. Your dukkha is self-created. There is no other God sitting up there that has decided, okay, Sham, no, I am going to punish him with this. Now I'm sending this in his direction. No. Nothing like that is happening. You are punishing yourself. You are the one pushing yourself into a lightless realm, into blinding darkness. Why? Because you betrayed your own self. So all he's saying, recognize you are consciousness at rest, withdraw from whatever is in motion and stay at a distance. Let the motion continue. The motion is not continuing because of you. In fact, you are interfering. Stop interfering. Yeah? Stay at a distance. That is the meaning of being with your own self, being true to yourself, yeah? Not betraying your own self. So now this is the explanation of the verse. Now how do I implement this? When I recognize that there is karma that is being created by me, and very much in that moment I am aware, oh, what am I doing? I'm doing this to myself. Happens to you, you wake up in the middle of a whole drama that you've created for yourself. Yes, that moment, what should I do? How should I recognize this is my own creation? Yeah, so there are tips given, not in Upanishad. I'm teaching you again from a higher level of Ajatavada. Yeah. What does Ajatavada teach us? That before anything is manifested at the gross physical level, it first flashes at the mental level. I'll give you a simple example right now. A desire automatically comes up to eat ice cream. You didn't bring up the desire. Yeah? It's not even like a desire that says, I want to eat ice cream. It's just the picture, a mental flash of ice cream. Do you realize this? You see a mental flash, then you start, oh, I want to have ice cream. There is ice cream in the refrigerator. Then you go, you pull that ice cream out and you start eating it. So it manifested at the gross physical level later. First it came at the mental level. Do you recognize this? What I'm telling you, everybody knows this? Yeah, I give you a very simple example right now. It happens moment to moment to moment to moment. Sometimes there is a mental flash of what Ekta is going to say and then you hear Ekta say it. Do you recognize this? Sometimes there's a mental flash that your spouse is going to come and disturb you in the middle of the session, and there, the spouse comes and knocks on the door and disturbs you during the session. Do you realize this? Yeah, what I'm telling you is not something that you don't know. Yeah. Now, the scriptures gave these proper names. The mental flash is Sukshma Mithya. And the physical manifestation is Sthula Mithya. Sukshma simply means subtle. Sthula means gross. Yeah? Subtle and gross. Sukshma, Sthula. Pay attention to the second word, Mithya. What is it called? That which appears to be but is not. That is the meaning of Mithya. Yeah. There is no ice cream. There's just a flash. Yeah. It appears to be. There is no ice cream there. Yeah. Now he says this Sukshma Mithya leads to Sthula Mithya. Yeah. You will get up, get the ice cream out, though you've told yourself, no, I should not eat the ice cream. My weight has increased a lot. Those scale numbers just keep increasing. No ice cream for me. You made this very strong resolve. Still, you got up, you went, you got the ice cream out and you started eating. Yeah? Now you've created karma. Such a simple thing. Yeah? Why? Because I am experiencing whatever, some pleasantness of chocolate or strawberry, whatever. Experiencership has come up. I'm not saying that the waker will not eat the ice cream once you recognize you're the witness. All I'm saying is look at how karma is created. Yeah? There is Sukshma Mithya and there is Sthula Mithya. The scriptures point out you can cut the cord. Before Sukshma manifests at the Sthula, it is in the witness's hands to withdraw. Yes, how many of you recognize this? Many times a flash comes up and then the memory comes up, no, I had already resolved not to eat ice cream for the next 10 days. And that comes and easily wipes away the Sukshma Mithya flash of ice cream, and then you're back to your work. You've forgotten it. Has happened with you this also? Yeah. So very beautifully the scriptures have described that. See, you have it in your hands to prevent the Sukshma Mithya from manifesting at the Sthula Mithya level. Yeah. So this picture behind me is that Sukshma Mithya. It's a flash. Yeah, just made it a wave. It can be anything. You put your ice cream inside the wave, you put your spouse in it, you put your whatever. Yeah. Now I gave you a very harmless example. When you get angry with your family member, first there is a flash of getting angry. Then you walk to the other room and get angry and argue, etc., 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 drama, 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 blah, blah, blah. Do you recognize this? Karma. Yeah? Before you are going to say something mean to somebody, there is a flash of that. Recognize that flash. Then you get up, go to that person and you say those mean words. Recognize this. Recognize this. Yeah? It is in your hands to withdraw and just be at the Sukshma till it gets wiped away by consciousness at rest. Now you know this mantra. Oh, I know consciousness at rest will come and wipe it away. Can I just be? Can I just be? That is why your grandparents would have always advised you, if you are very angry, you don't take action immediately. You wait. Why do they say this to you? They might not know it in these exact words, but consciousness at rest comes and wipes the anger away. So this is one way that has been given in the scriptures between Sukshma Mithya and Sthula Mithya. There is a little gap. Hold on to that gap. Increase it. Stay. Yeah. And a point will come where you will constantly be at the witness. Constantly. That does not mean when the waker needs to take action, the waker will not. Sometimes you recognize, oh, I was trying to not say this, but it happened. I didn't want to say it. I'm standing at a distance. And still the waker is saying it. Yeah? That is again a part of that automatically moving machinery. Then also you must not take the doership. Then you must recognize, oh, it is automatically happening. I did not say it. Yeah? That is the highest level. For example, I don't know for how long Ekta has been speaking, but I have got nothing to do with what she has said to you. I am chilling out. Yeah. So nothing retains, nothing registers, nothing remains. There is no later on a thought, oh, I should have said this or I should have not said it. Because very clearly, I didn't say anything at all. You see this? That should be your goal. I need to get to that stage where everything that is happening between the waker and waking world is like an automatic machinery which is in motion without my support, without my interference. I remain at a distance. This is the meaning of honoring your own self. You recognize who you are and you honor your own self. Yeah, those who don't honor themselves, those who betray themselves by pretending to be the waker, they are the ones who get caught up in dukkha. I want you to really sit down and give some time to this recognition. If there is some major family issue, major work issue, or social life issue, am I taking doership and experiencership, and am I assuming doership and experiencership there? Can I just withdraw? I don't have to tell them. They don't need to know, okay, I am the witness now. I am not this person. You don't need to announce. Can I just pull out of this nonsense? Can I stop betraying my own self? And can I prove that this verse is true? Did the sage say it for the sake of saying, or is it true? Prove it to yourself. Don't believe Ekta or the sage blindly. See what happens by withdrawing and just staying as the witness. Then you have actually flowered, you have blossomed, you have understood what the sage saw by your own seeing, not by memorizing, not by just listening to Ekta and believing it, but by seeing it yourself. And 3 important tips that I will give you from my side in that particular dramatic situation, whether family, friends or social. There are 3 important tips. Am I able to see that this has no permanency, even if it is a fight, even if it is nasty words, even if it is getting fired from the job, losing the job, even if it means financial loss? Can I see that it is transient? Yeah. Can I see it is simply getting wiped away immediately? Once it gets wiped away, what is happening? Dive into that mechanism. That is when you are jumping in and you're holding on to the memory of what has already been wiped away. Oh, she said this to me. She said, I have a fat nose. Now you're stuck with the fat nose memory. Arey, she said it, she's left the room, it's over, she's gone, but you are going on fat nose, fat nose, fat nose. So you are doing it to yourself. I'm giving you a hilarious example, so at least you smile amidst your dramatic situation analysis. Yeah, so recognize that there is no permanency there. That broken record is of the memory. Yeah? In the now, there is nobody standing there and pointing at my fat nose. Yeah? That recognition, oh, the wiper of the now already wiped it away. I am holding on to the memory. Memory is not holding on to me. Yeah? And who is holding on to the memory? The witness that is pretending to be the waker with the fat nose is holding on to the memory of those ugly words. To begin with only, it's mithya. First of all, witness cannot become the waker. Yeah? Just like you can never become the dream tiger. There was a dream tiger, the dream tiger came, there was fear, the fear was real, the sweating was real, the running away from the tiger was real. But once the dream is over, I cannot say, oh, the tiger was really born. It existed. It chased me. No. No. I was not there in that dream. I was not the dream character. Like that only, you are not this waking character. You are not here. This is a story, and recognizing this story is rising to sagehood. Rise up, rise up. Yeah? Going round and round in the stories you've seen has got you nowhere. There's still a lot of dukkha. Yeah? So drop the stories, witness, attempt to see what the sage says, that by not betraying myself, do I experience lightness, happiness? Yeah? It doesn't have to be the happiness of jumping around and dancing and singing. A peace within, a quiet peace is sufficient. At least I'm not agitated. That's the biggest Do I have the straight line of equanimity? Yeah, so tip number 1 is, it is not permanent. The wiper of the now has wiped it away. Tip number 2, there is no real happiness in this person, in this situation, or in that thing. Yeah. Suppose you had a financial loss. Why do you consider that you're unhappy? Because you think that having that money was giving me happiness. Can you see that even when you have the money, there is dukkha? The more money you get, there is more dukkha. How many of you realize this? Remember your college days, you barely had pocket money. Yeah? You were happiest then. Sometimes you didn't have enough money to go from point A to point B. Yeah? Mom had not given you that week's pocket money. Forgotten about it. But you were happy, chilled out, you managed. Yes, and now you're millionaires and you are sitting in the doctor's office like this. I'm so stressed and I'm so anxious and popping pills for anxiety. Wake up to this. There is no real happiness in that money. And nowadays it's only numbers on the screen. It's not even like the old days where you used to count the notes. You could touch the money. So wake up to this. Is there real happiness there? Is there? Yeah, that is number 2. And number 3, if it cannot exist independent of me, the awareness, then can it be real? If it were real, it would go with me in the dream and deep sleep. But in deep sleep, I never say, I am a millionaire. I am a rich deep sleeper. No, there is nothing there. There are no millions. There is not a penny there. I just gave the example of money because that was the financial situation example. But whatever your thing is, if you have a beloved, does the beloved go with you to deep sleep? Is the beloved there? Even if your partner is lying right next to you on the bed, is he or she there in deep sleep? How much ever you love your son or your daughter, is he or she there in deep sleep? Do I have proof they are permanent? Do they exist really, independent of my awareness? Yeah? These 3 tips should get you thinking. Yeah? Then you'll start seeing, oh, I'm being fake in this waking world. Can I just separate myself from the waker and witness what is happening? Oh, I'm being fake in this situation. I am not really unhappy. I know there is a major financial loss, but I am not unhappy. And you'll have the strength to say it. I know there has been a death in the family, but I'm not grieving. How many of you have had a glimpse of this, what I'm saying? Somebody has died, but you're not feeling the sadness. And just because others come and start crying and, oh, I should also feel sadness, then you start pretending to be sad, but inside you're not sad. And you've gone through this dvandva, what I'm talking about. There. That should wake you up. Oh, I was pretending. Because I am not this waker. And that which passed away, whoever it was, the relative of this waker, the family member of this waker he is not related to me. I am not related to him or her. That is why I, the witness, do not experience the dukkha. Yeah, but I have to pretend, and then you come and pretend. Yeah? Catch yourself. See, I'm pretending. Can I just distance myself and be? I don't have to vocalize and tell everybody I am not happy. I don't need to. I can just remain in that straight line of equanimity, quiet inside, not agitated. After all, that's why you go to your doctor, no? Because you don't want to be agitated. Yeah? That's why you're popping those anxiety pills, because you don't want to be agitated. You don't need all this. Just recognize you are the witness of the waker and not the waker. Clear? So take some time, 10 minutes, become very clear about this. Yes, this is the realm of darkness where I become blind, and this is light. Yeah, and I have been in light, but then again I have pulled myself into the veil of darkness. I blind myself, nobody else comes and blinds me. I do the self-blinding. Yeah. Remind yourself, this verse warns me to not betray the self. And only Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana can take me there. Only Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. Okay. So give yourself another 10 minutes, dive deeper into this, and I'll see you in 5 minutes for the next verse.